so 2021 Raptor 700R special edition. This thing is looking awesome in the black and high vis yellow, and there's quite a few options this year, but no significant changes from previous years. And we've got a 2019, 2020, and you just decided you had to get yourself a Raptor.
2021, yeah. Had to be part of the gang, part of the Raptor gang.
And the only, you know, we've looked this thing over for any significant changes, and the only thing that we can find is this little hippie hook. Yeah, got a little hippie hook on the engine there, which is for California sissy bottle.
We've heard it's for emissions, something to do with the California models and emissions.
So that's about the only change that we have found, fellas. They're gonna keep making these things as long as people keep buying them, and we're happy about that. That's one of our favorite four-wheelers, so we are definitely not complaining. All right, so we had to readjust our shooting location because of the bush hogging going on in the backyard. Sorry about that if noise was an issue. Definitely like the tractor.
I went ahead and put a deposit down on it when they come out. I did like the colors. You know, it comes with the adjustable shocks, front and rear shocks. It has the SE aluminum heel guards with the extension there.
GYTR heel guards, and then those adjustable shocks up front. Blacked out in a matte black that looks really good. Anything else? Color. You like the color? That's an acceptable answer.
Yeah, I mean,
she's sharp. She's sharp looking. I like the black. I love the blacked out look in front and the high vis yellow. And the shocks really didn't matter because you have quite the build planned on this thing, don't you?
Well, yeah. Once I put the deposit down, decided I was going to go ahead and pull the trigger on one. Then I decided that I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a build like Flying Brian did on his, which nobody has seen yet. The Flying Brian build is yet to be revealed, but it's coming. We're working on that reveal, but I did get to ride his out at Hatfield McCoy after riding his, and then after riding Chad's stock Raptor, you know, that got me wanting a Raptor. Then after riding Flying Brian's, I was like, man, you know, you got to go with some essentials, you know, that just really livens them up.
Yep. So the lesson to be learned here is do whatever your friends are doing, because they're obviously making good decisions, and you should just follow them in whatever action that they are taking. But beautiful machine. So what we wanted to do is talk about some of the essential mods, because we know folks have done some essential mod videos, but the very first things, the first and most essential mods that we would suggest anybody do, even if they wanted to keep their Raptor as stock as possible, that's what we're going to talk about. This is totally off the cuff. If we're spending our money on our Raptor, this is what we're getting, because this is what we have gotten in the past. So what is your number one? Then I'll do my number two. We'll go that way. The
first thing I would do on a brand new machine like this is definitely skid plates. Yep. And I looked at the GYTR, you know, OEM Yamahas. They make aluminum skid plates. They look really nice.
And the GYTR stuff, that's guaranteed. Like Yamaha works with GYTR.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed to fit good. I really like these heel guards. I would love to have those for my Raptor. If you're going to replace it with Nerf bars, not necessarily essential though. So we're going to keep it to the essentials. Number two, I'm going to go with case saver, because you really have to put a case saver on early on, and there are case savers everywhere. You can literally like spend $10 on like a Chinese billet aluminum case saver, or you can go with a more performance minded company like DRW, but there are tons and tons of case savers. But get one on, because it's going to protect the chain, or it's going to protect the case in the event you break a chain. You break a chain, no big deal. You snap through the case,
big deal.
Really big, really big deal.
Yeah, really.
And you can protect it with, you know, anywhere from like $10 to $30 very efficiently. Yeah. So that's number one, skid plate. Number two, case saver. All right, Brent, number three on this, on your most important mods that you're going to make for trail riding. What's number three?
I would say the next would be comfort, you know, rider comfort, going to the handlebars. The bars on the Raptor, they're decent. They seem to set a little bit low. Maybe a set of bars that would get them elevated a little bit, and a little bit better set of grips, a little more cushion than what the OEM offers.
Because this is a trail riding machine, so you want it,
right,
you know, fairly ergonomic to ride all day. Because that's what we do with the Raptors. You've got your race quads, you know, the 450s are more racy machines. So to us, like, being ergonomically a little bit more comfortable is nice. What's really nice about the Raptor is the distance from foot peg to seat height, so it puts you in a much more comfortable riding position than the racier machines, than like a YFZ 450, for example. And if you bring the bar height up just a little bit, then you're gonna be not even that's like 3 inches. You bring it up like an inch, you're just gonna be that much more comfortable as you ride it down the trail. So that's important to you.
Kind of feels like my arms are a little bit lower.
Yeah, and I would go with, for number 4, because we're bouncing this back and forth and we really haven't talked about this before we do it. To me, number 4 is an AIS Delete from Cuervo Racing. Mr. Cuervo Racing is a dude that we have complete respect for. He is a Raptor guy through and through. He knows everything about Raptors. If you're on Dirt Obsession, you probably heard of Mr. Cuervo Racing. If not, go ahead and check him out. But his AIS Delete, the AIS is the air induction system, and it's an emissions thing that doesn't allow the Raptor to run optimally. You're going to get a lot of like pops, and it brings air into the system to minimize the emissions output is what it does. So when you delete that, it just runs a little bit better stock. So if you're going to do an optimizer or anything like that in the future, definitely do the AIS Delete. And if you're not going to do any of those things, if you're just going to remove the airbox lid or just run it completely stock, then I would say the AIS Delete is absolutely essential in that case. But I definitely would put that in my top 5. Okay, Brett, we are on to, let's split number 5. So it's actually going to be, we'll go 5A, 5B, so we stick to our top 5 deal, but it's really going to be 5 and 6. You go with 5, I'll go with 5B.
Number 5, I'm going to go with tires.
For you, it's tires?
Yeah. Something a little upgrade over stock, something with a little more grip and a little more bite on the trails, something that's gonna get a little more traction and hold you on hillsides and do just a little bit better than stock. Yeah,
I disagree here, because I think that the stock Raptor tires are going to be good for the first few hundred miles, because I run stock Raptor tires for a while. I know Flying Brian did. We definitely swapped them out, and there is definitely a significant change when you go with a more premium tire. But to me, it's not as essential as my 5B pick, which is another Cuervo Racing thing, which is that oil plug adapter. Because when you do your first service, the oil plug, I forget the millimeter of the drain plug, but they're not all the same. When you get the oil plug adapter from Cuervo Racing, it makes them all like 10 mil or whatever it is, but it also protects you from stripping out your case. You put it in once, you put it in with some Loctite, and then you're good to go. And then you do your own maintenance, and you don't have to worry about screwing up that plug, because if you mess that plug up, I don't even know if it can be retapped. You've messed your case up, so you know your motor's bad. And that, to me, I think it's like 30 bucks, which seems a little bit steep, but 30 bucks is like kind of cheap insurance to make sure that your motor's good, and that when you change the oil, it makes it even easier. So that's what I would go with. To each his own. There's you know, lots of things that you can do to the Raptor that are going to be inexpensive and are definitely going to benefit you. Like, we always take these parking brakes off and throw a plate that's like maybe $9 on the parking brake where that connects in, because you just never use the parking brake, and it's kind of annoying. And once you put handguards on here, you can't use the parking brake anyway, because this thing is a ridiculous flip. It flips way out. So basically any handguard you put on there,
obsolete.
Yeah, completely obsolete. So that is our top 5 mods. Lots more modifications to come on this machine. You've already got parts sitting at your house. You had the parts before the machine. So this is going to be a heck of a build. I hope you guys come back and check this one out, and also Flying Brian's Raptor build that he's had done for a while now that we haven't got to. But we love Raptors. On Dirt Obsession, we've gone from big 4x4 utility quads and side-by-sides to just pure sport quads, and we're just having more fun than we've ever had. We found the right group, you know, to ride with, and we're just absolutely having a blast on sport quads. And to us, the Raptor 700 is the ultimate trail riding, having fun with your buddy's machine. You like to race the TRX 450.
Yeah, for racing, like I say, I really like the TRX Honda 450R, and I've already got 2 of those, so that's kind of why I went with the Raptor.
You can ride the living crap out of a Raptor in the woods, and we made him jealous. That's what it is, boys. We made we made Brent jealous enough where he felt like he had to go get a Raptor. So he's like, and mine's basically stock too. Don't feel like you've got to build the crap out of these things to have fun, because I've had mine for over a year. It's basically stock, other than a lot of the things that we've talked about here, like the tires, the Cuervo stuff, handlebars and grips. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention was probably a steering stabilizer. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit pricier of a mod,
but definitely.
But I have had recently, I had a very, very nasty wreck. I would call it. I would call it a very, very nasty wreck. And I credit not having a broken wrist to that steering stabilizer. So it's going to protect its added performance, and it's also going to protect you. The Precision Racing steering stabilizer. There's some cheaper options out there, but even the companies that sell the cheaper options will tell you that Precision is the best. So Precision Racing steering stabilizer, we should definitely put on that list. So top 5, which actually turned into top 7 modifications for the Raptor, and then just have fun with it. Do whatever you want, because this is an awesome machine. We really look forward to it. We're gonna have a blast. The more Raptors you have on your channel, the better the channel is.
Nah, it's gonna be a fun machine.
All right, boys. 2021 Yamaha Raptor 700R. Woo! Man, this thing is so smooth. Man, this thing is nice. Been wanting a trail machine. I got 2 Honda 450Rs. Looking for something to shred the trails with. And this, I believe, is the right machine for that. So, can't believe how smooth it is. Comfortable too for all day riding. Oh, there's the first mud hole. Kind of hoping not to find any mud today, but part of it. Oh no. Ah. Ah. Woo! That one there crept up on me.